What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome back to some more Minecraft investigations. And if you take a look at my character, I decided to go ahead and make myself a bit of a detective skin. Wasn't really important to the video, but I figured I wanted to go ahead and make this because why not? But we're gonna be talking about Entity 303, which this is actually something that a lot of people are already aware about as far as weird, bizarre entities in Minecraft are concerned. And this has actually got some interesting information, and it also does have a couple of encounters, and I'll make sure to link down in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check out what I'm actually going ahead and reading to you guys. That way, if you guys want to read it along with me, you're more than welcome to. But unfortunately, there's more information on here that I'm going to be covering in this particular video, so I do apologize about that. However, if you guys are interested, let me know down in the comment section, and I will continue reading stuff off of this page from where I leave off at the end of this video. So let's first start off by reading the actual information about 303 themselves. So it says, Entity 303, nicknamed 303, is a creepypasta commonly said to be the new Herobrine. According to the pasta, former Mojang employee was fired by Notch, the creator of Minecraft. Now he wants revenge on Mojang and all Minecraft players alike. Entity 303 is said to be not just a former employee, but a whole team of hackers, going by the username 303mojang.com303 and entity.303. And obviously, going by what the text says on this page, I imagine there's going to be similar names, but that's really not the point it's getting across. If you have any files in your computer that are named anything with 303, then it could be 303's hackers. 303 can also hack into players' worlds and corrupt them. 1 out of 4 players are affected by 303 and his team. Herobrine actually came to warn us about 303 by showing what he would do. 303 plans to ruin Minecraft by the end of 2014 or 2015, which obviously is now 2019 right now, and Minecraft is still technically going. But let's continue on. Signs have been seen in worlds hacked by 303 saying, help in Swedish. Unfortunately, I do not know how to pronounce this, but I will show you guys on screen how it is technically supposed to be spelled. That means Herobrine needs our help to defeat 303. If he's not defeated soon, Minecraft will be in his control. And it also says, note, the first 303 sighting happened on December 10th, 2013. The events of that encounter are not known. Okay, so going just by off of that information alone, I want to believe that potentially Herobrine is actually on our side in regards to 303. This is just pure speculation, and I imagine anyone else in the investigation community will more than likely disagree with this. But if you're just someone just kind of like looking into this, you're not really an investigator of Minecraft, this is actually a very legit conclusion that I'm making. Admittedly, I'm the one making it, I will say that much. But if he's trying to stop Entity 303, then what other conclusion can we actually make about Herobrine? I mean, yes, he definitely does some terrible things to players, but at the end of the day, if we're against 303 and he is against 303, we're on the same team, at least in my book. So let's go ahead and continue on. This is the last thing I'm going to be discussing in this particular video. As I said, there's a lot of information on this page, but this is about the very first encounter with 303 themselves. And it says that the following is an email from someone by the name of Frankie, which is the first person to encounter Entity 303. That was supposed to go to someone by the name of Speed, the first person to ever speak out about 303. And that Frankie's email has since been deleted. And the email was sent on December 11th, 2013. I'm going to leave out the rest of the email information. If you guys are reading along with me, you can obviously see it. But let me go ahead and read off this actual email, or at least it says that it's an email. So here's what it says. Hi Speed, my name is Frankie. I'm a huge fan of Minecraft and I've been playing it for about 2 years now. Every day after school, me and my friend John would always play on his private server. He was a bit of a noob at Minecraft, but since he was pretty rich, he decided to buy a private server so that we could play multiplayer survival, along with my friends Vincent and Brady. One day, we were all in a group Skype chat, and we were working on a huge survival city that we were in the process of building for at least 8 months. We were really proud of how it turned out. It was located in a desert, so we appropriately named our city Dry Bones. All of a sudden, while we all went to grab supplies to finish the hotel that we were working on, John noticed something strange in the chat. The only plugins that we had on the server were essentials, along with some plugin that Brady found called Social Spy. Thanks to Social Spy, it seemed that someone named player.number:303 used the command /stop. Now, John suffers from major anxiety. I've known him since preschool, and he's always been a really insecure person. So when he saw this so-called non-existent player try to shut down the server, he immediately thought that it was a hacker. At first, I thought it was just a bug or something and that he was being paranoid, but I reminded myself that this was a private server. I set up the plugins for him and such, and I kept his server whitelisted, since he didn't know how. There was no way anyone could join except us. I checked the server control panel, and it showed we were the only ones on the server. I was getting a bit confused. We all decided to just ignore it and continue on with our survival. It's about 20 minutes in, and I'm walking with Vincent to the nearest forest to grab wood, which wasn't very near at all. All of a sudden, we see a white figure in the distance of the desert. It appeared to be the model of some type of ghostly figure, with what I could barely make out as red eyes. I quickly took a screenshot and ran after it. For some reason, Vincent's player just stood still. I assume it's just lag, but he's not even speaking on the Skype call. I check Skype and ask if he's still online. No answer. He's not even on the Skype call. By now, Brady is just ignoring us and concentrating on the hotel, and John is freaking out. I can hear the shakiness of his voice. Anyhow, I open up Minecraft again and see that the white figure disappeared and Vincent disconnected from the server. I try calling him on my phone, but no answer. It goes straight to voicemail. I try texting him, but the texts don't deliver. John's getting worried to the point where it sounds like he's about to cry. Brady isn't even listening to us. He's not aware of the situation at all. I finally get his attention, and he finally realizes how peculiar the problem is. He TPs to me and helps me search for the white figure. Now, John's hysterically crying, thinking that the hacker killed Vincent IRL or something. Suddenly, my screen starts glitching. It's not normal for Minecraft to bug out like that. It looked like it was corrupted or something. If that's not bad enough, the chat starts spamming objects successfully summoned by player.number:303. I look at the Skype chat and realize that someone had joined the call. It does not have a username, nor did we get any notification of someone getting added to the call. John's just watching all of this happen. His voice is shaking, and I can hear him sniffling. Honestly, I was starting to get a little freaked out myself. Brady seemed to leave the call and disconnect from the server, possibly out of boredom. I'm trying to calm John down, but he simply repeats, "I can't take this. This is too much for me." The anonymous Skype caller finally puts face cam on. It's too dark to see anything. John gets too overwhelmed and he leaves the call and server. I don't blame him. If he stayed any longer, he'd probably have a mental breakdown. It's just me and this anonymous player. I ask if anyone's there. I hear a faint voice something like, "Make a wish." It was faint, yet it sounded like a voice changer. I decided to switch on Minecraft to see if the player is there. The chat spams with file overload in red text along with make a wish in gray text. I suddenly get poisoned with a potion of blindness. I then lose my ability to move. I can't even turn off my computer or exit out of Minecraft. This player then runs up to me. It seems to have a ghostly skin on, with red eyes and a white parka. The chat says one more thing. Make a wish and say goodbye to your friends. The Skype call drops and somehow exits out by itself, and the player runs up to me and hits me. For some reason, it makes that oof noise that used to exist in beta and earlier. My computer then shuts off. I try to turn it on, but to no avail. I then try to use my phone, but the internet is down. I wait about 3 hours before turning on my computer. The desktop wallpaper was changed to green coating, probably hex. I then realized that literally everything, except the recycling bin, was deleted from my PC. I turn off my computer and use my laptop. I try calling John, but he doesn't answer. The same goes with Brady and Vincent. I decided to just go to bed and go to school the next day to speak with John and the others the next day. I got to school the next morning, and Brady is the only one to show up. He says that Vin and John's parents called his parents and asked if John and Vin are at his house. Apparently, they went missing. There is no sign of them, and the police came to their house to check if there were any clues on where they were, but there were no results. I decided to ditch school and walk to John's house to see if he's there. I see his mother sitting on the steps, crying. I ask if she's okay, and she says John apparently committed suicide. Not the house. He most likely snuck out to end his life. She handed me a piece of paper that she claimed to have been left on John's computer table. I read the note carefully. I can't take this anymore. I can't sleep. I'm afraid he's watching me. I can't live like this, knowing that someone is after me, wanting me to die a slow, painful death. I'm sorry, Mom. I love you. I started to cry a bit when I read those last few words. I checked the back of the paper, and written on the corner in very small text was that familiar phrase, "Make a wish." After about 20 minutes of confronting John's mother, I leave to go check on Vincent. His dad's car is in the driveway, but no one is home. Not even his dad. I sneak in the house, and what do I see in the bathroom? Written on the mirror in red marker are the words, "Make a wish." That's when I realized that these weren't just coincidences. This was a serious issue, not just some hacker, but someone who is mentally torturing his victims and causing them to so-called disappear. If you get this email speed, and if you ever encounter 303 again, I want you to quickly close out of Minecraft and shut down your computer. I don't want you to end up like Vincent or John. Please be careful. If I get more information, I'll contact you immediately. Good luck. That is very interesting and bizarre. And as I stated at the start of the video, 303 is a group of hackers started by a former Mojang employee who is fired from their job. But the fact that it goes as far as to cause this thing to happen to players IRL, which before I go any further, has technically been mentioned in other creepypastas, I will say that much. It just doesn't add up, because why on earth would a hacker go that far? Actually, something I really don't fully understand. Then again, it is a creepypasta, so it's not out of the question. But still, I mean, I get that the Entity 303 is trying to ruin Minecraft, and I understand as much, but if you're gonna ruin Minecraft, do it just inside the game. Don't just go out and kill other players like IRL. I mean, in game that makes sense because that's part of the game, but I mean, really, I don't understand this. But yeah, this is actually where I'm gonna go ahead and end things off. If you have any conclusions of your own, you can feel free to let me know. And as I said, I am not gonna be covering the rest of the information on this page, at least in this video. So if you guys have interest in the actual rest of this page, then go ahead and let me know. But yeah, this is where I'm going to end off this video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. Or more than make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Stews. Thank you guys for watching. And with that, I'll see you guys later.